Have you ever caught yourself saying, "This cake is healthy," or "I exercised yesterday," just to justify devouring a chocolatey treat or skipping the gym? It's funny how we can be the most convincing liars to ourselves, isn't it? Welcome to the fascinating and at times hilariously absurd realm of self-deception, where truth often takes a backseat to comfort and convenience. It's a world where our brain, like a crafty defense lawyer, builds a case to protect our ego, our self-image. Imagine the scene. There you are, standing in front of a mirror, convincing yourself that the fashion faux pas you're wearing is actually avant-garde. Or perhaps you've told yourself that your lack of punctuality is just a quirky trait. These are the everyday examples of self-deception, and it's a universal phenomenon. It's not just you, we all do it. The lies we tell ourselves aren't always about cake or fashion, though. Sometimes they're about bigger things, our relationships, our careers, our dreams. We convince ourselves that we're happy in a job that drains us, or that we're content in a relationship that's lost its spark. We do it to maintain a sense of comfort, to avoid the discomfort of change or confrontation. But here's the kicker. While these lies might offer temporary relief, they often lead to long-term dissatisfaction. Because you see, when we lie to ourselves, we're essentially denying ourselves the opportunity to grow, to evolve, to truly live. And yet, we continue to do it day in and day out. We become masters of self-deception, spinning elaborate tales to shield ourselves from the harsh glare of reality. Why do we do it? Well, the answer to that lies deep within the labyrinth of the human psyche. We all lie to ourselves, but the real question is, why do we do it? Join us as we delve into the intricate workings of the mind and unravel the hidden truths behind our self-deception. Get ready to confront your inner Pinocchio and embark on a journey of self-discovery. Who knows what you might find? Get ready to dive deep into the fascinating world of self-deception. Yes, you heard it right. We're about to embark on a journey into the intricate labyrinth of our minds. Ever wondered why we lie to ourselves? The answer lies within the complex machinery of our brains. Our brains are hardwired to protect us, not just from physical harm, but emotional distress too. This is where self-deception comes into play. It's like a psychological bodyguard, stepping in when our egos are under attack or when reality gets a bit too harsh. It's the brain's sneaky way of preserving our self-esteem and maintaining a positive self-image. Let's picture this. You've had a rough day at work, and you convince yourself that it wasn't so bad after all. Or you tell yourself that you'll start that diet tomorrow, even when you've said the same thing for the past week. These are classic examples of self-deception, a psychological defense mechanism that our brain employs to make us feel better. But here's the catch. Our brains are not just skilled at creating these comforting illusions, but also at believing them. This is because the brain's number one priority is to keep us safe and content, even if it means bending the truth a bit. The psychology behind self-deception is indeed fascinating. It's a testament to how our brains are programmed to ensure our survival and happiness. Even when reality bites, our brain is always there, ready to sugarcoat it. From little white lies to big fat whoppers, self-deception comes in all shapes and sizes. So let's break it down, shall we? On one end of the spectrum, we've got those innocent fibs we tell ourselves. I'll start my diet tomorrow, or I'll only check my phone for 5 minutes. These harmless embellishments are like comfort food for the soul, easing our guilt or making mundane tasks feel a little less daunting. Now, let's slide on over to the other side of the spectrum. Here we find full-blown denial. These are the lies we tell to protect ourselves from uncomfortable truths. I'm not addicted to social media, or my relationship is just fine. These lies are a fortress, shielding us from reality and creating a safe, albeit distorted bubble. So, what's driving these deceptions? Well, it's often a need for self-preservation, a desire to maintain our positive self-image. Sometimes we're not just bending the truth, we're completely reshaping it. But when does self-deception turn from a harmless defense mechanism to a destructive force? This is the crucial question that we must grapple with. You see, there's a fine line between self-deception as a comforting buffer and it becoming a danger zone. When we start to live in a fabricated reality, we're walking on thin ice. We're ignoring the truth, and instead, we're creating a world of our own, where everything is just as we want it to be. It's like we're wearing rose-tinted glasses, refusing to take them off, even when the world around us is falling apart. This can lead to a wide range of problems. It can damage our relationships, as we refuse to acknowledge our faults and mistakes. It can hinder our personal growth as we don't see the need for improvement or change. It can even harm our mental health, as we struggle to reconcile our imagined reality with the harsh truths of the world around us. So, how do we recognize the warning signs? Well, if you find yourself frequently justifying your actions, blaming others for your mistakes, or ignoring constructive criticism, you might be dwelling in the danger zone of self-deception. Remember, it's okay to comfort ourselves with small lies every now and then. But when these lies become our truth, we're stepping into dangerous territory. When we lie to ourselves too much, we risk losing touch with reality. And that's a risk we simply can't afford to take. So, how do we challenge our inner BS artist and embrace the uncomfortable truth, you might ask? Well, it's all about breaking free from the lies, my friends. First off, we've got to understand that self-deception is a subtle art. It's like a crafty chameleon, constantly changing its colors to blend into our thoughts. But once we're aware of its sneaky tactics, it becomes easier to spot. So keep your eyes peeled for those little white lies and exaggerations that pop up in your daily dialogue. Secondly, it's time to get comfortable with discomfort. Sounds paradoxical, right? But the truth is, facing reality can be a bit like ripping off a Band-Aid. It might sting at first, but it's the only way to start the healing process. So, be brave and embrace the sting. Next up, practice self-compassion. Remember, everyone lies to themselves to some degree. It's a universal human quirk. So, don't beat yourself up if you catch yourself fibbing. Instead, acknowledge it. Understand the why behind it, and use it as a stepping stone to grow. Fourthly, cultivate mindfulness. This is a powerful tool that can help you stay grounded in reality. By focusing on the present moment, you can keep your mind from wandering off into the land of make-believe. So, take a deep breath, feel your feet on the ground, and remind yourself that you're here, in the here and now. Finally, seek out honesty. Surround yourself with people who aren't afraid to give you a dose of truth. These are the folks who can help you see things from a different perspective and challenge your self-deceptive ways. Remember, breaking free from self-deception is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small changes every day that add up to a big shift in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. So, are you ready to kick those lies to the curb and embrace your authentic self? It's time to confront your inner Pinocchio and start living in the realm of self-honesty.